Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if nothing else, I'm just looking forward to seeing more Monster Hunter Rise stuff.
Same. Are you ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Mine is playing. Okay, good. Turn up a little bit.
I love the little music bit for the intro.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
And the graphics.
The art's cute, the music's good.
Capcom. Okay.
Oh, I love this music.
Village.
Expected. What's for the expansion? Makes sense. More so primal. I'm not surprised, but Megaman Battle Network, so you're getting that.
Street Fighter 6.
Expected.
So far,
okay.
That's what they're trying to show.
Yeah.
TGS 2022 カプコンオンラインプログラムへようこそ。本番組ではカプコンの最新タイトルの情報をお届けしていきます。ぜひ最後までご覧ください。まずは
I'm curious about the DLC for 8, so yeah. Basil.
Well, I'm probably going to pick it up, so I'll be streaming that. I'm sure you much prefer to watch it.
Flaming Espinasse, fuck yeah. What is that his variant or? I can't remember.
無料タイトルアップデート第2弾バージョン12の最新情報をお届けいたします。まずはこちらの最新のプロモーション映像をご覧ください。
Okay. New trailer.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, they're having monsters here.
Ooh,
Violet.
Yumizune.
Hell yeah. He's not blind for once.
Oh, I love that armor.
That's the Dragonfly's armor, right?
This is on sale right now on Switch if you want to get it, by the way.
There's good old Espinasse.
I would be happy to play this game with you if you want to get it. You don't have to, though. But I love Monster Hunter.
Layered weapons top.
Corn!
Corn.
This guy's gonna be happy.
We can't let Sky find out.
We can't let Sky find out that this is on sale on Switch right now and you can get a corn weapon.
Ooh. Oh, pay DLC. Okay.
All their paid DLC is cosmetics, except for the expansions. Cat ears? What? I might need to buy the DLC.
Oh.
Oh, hey! A new version of Chameleos.
Yeah.
Oh, the Risen version. Okay.
Risen?
I think that's what they're calling tempered monsters in Rise.
Ah, okay.
I can't fight them yet. I'm not a high enough master rank. You have to be master rank 10. Ooh, investigation's up to level 120. Shit. I have a long way to go. I'm master rank 3.
Violet. Yeah, Flaming Espinasse, thought so.
Oh
shit.
Oh, very soon. Yeah.
ここからはアップデートの詳しい内容をお伝えしていきます。最後までお楽しみください。
Close look at details.
まずは新モンスターの千古竜玉光希少種をご紹介し
Love
ま
the
す。
look on him.
自身の分泌する活液を利用して滑るように動き、 ガスを詰めた泡を操ってターゲットを追い詰めます。
Oh god, they're giving it gas-filled bubbles? Fuck. I hate the regular bubbles. Now they're gonna have blast on them? Come on.
I mean, I don't think they have the effect for blast.
Oh, another Espinus.
Yeah, it's a variant, I believe.
Oh, it's more aggressive.
Yeah.
Listen, I thought my Espinus was aggressive enough.
They're like the ones that could resist Gormigala's Blight in 3. That makes sense.
Master rank 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Master rank 110, Jesus. I gotta raise my master rank apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, those armors look sick.
Yeah. Gonna anomaly research makes sense. Anomaly 6, Gormigala's Spinosaurus. Okay. Level 120, okay.
I'm gonna see a lot of people grinding to get that up.
Yeah. Ooh, anomaly slash. Expanded curio crafting.
The fucking corn.
I like the dongo myself. Oh, the wooden dog and the origami greatsword. Wait, no, that's Charge Blade, not a greatsword.
Other info, okay.
今後も新たな有料ダウンロードコンテンツを続々追加していきます。好評のなりきり重ね着装備のほか、先ほどご紹介させていただきました重ね着武器、その他にも重ね着装備、ジェスチャー、ポーズ、髪型、スタンプなどを取り揃えています。またイベントクエストも毎週配信中です。その他アップデートの概要は SNS や公式ウェブサイトでの公開を予定していますので、情報更新をお待ちください。モンスターハンターライズサンブレイクバージョン12は9月29日木曜日に配信となります。続くバージョン13は11月下旬のアップデートを予定しており、2023年も引き続きアップデートを予定しています。今後もモンスターハンターライズサンブレイクの情報にご期待ください。
Yeah. Oh wow, only in November for the third one. Well, late November, but still.
And then they have some planned for next year as well.
Yeah. Wonder when we'll see, if and when we'll see a Black Dragon.
続いてはバイオハザードシリーズの最新情報をお届けします。
Because it's rare to see a Monster Hunter game without a Black Dragon monster.
皆さんこんにちは。バイオハザードビレッジプロデューサーの神田です。
I mean, you could make the argument that the game already has Kushladora.
邪悪と狂気に満ちる村を舞台に、主人公イーサン・ウィンターズの結集。
Shadow's not a Black Dragon level monster.
650万本を突破する。
Oh, I thought you meant like in terms of color.
No, no.
Are you talking about Elder Dragons?
Black Dragon is a class. Like Fatalis level, Elatrion, Dire Morales.
Yeah, Elder Dragons.
They're technically a class above Elder Dragon.
I've never seen them classified like that.
追加 DLC 一つ目のコンテンツはファンからの要望が多かったサードパーソンモード。
I really want to replay the game like this.
三人称視点で楽しむことができます。一人称視点では見えなかった イーさんの動きをたっぷり見ることはもちろん、三人称視点ならではの恐怖も感じることができます。戦闘はオリジナル以上にシリーズファンには馴染みやすいプレイフィールに、過去作 RE2 や RE3 で楽しめるガンアクションに加え、ガードや蹴り返しといったビレッジならではのアクションを
Oh, okay, so they're adding those. They're keeping the mechanics that are in the first person view. They're just moving over.
続いては新シナリオシャドウズ・オブ・ローズ。こちらも三人称視点でプレイできます。
I'm hyped to play this.
本編の16年後、イーさんの娘、成長したローズのサバイバルが描かれます。舞台となる意識の世界は恐ろしくも異様な非現実。さまざまな異形たちがローズの生気を求め迫ってきます。この世界ではたった一度のダメージが命取りになります。
Oh shit.
秘められた力に悩むローズ。しかしこの世界ではその力が大きな助けになります。力で敵の動きを止めて急所をめがけていち早く打ち倒す。
Oh, okay, that's
この
cool.
生死を分かつ緊張感をぜひご体験ください。
So they're making monsters that can kill you in one hit, but you can freeze them.
進化したザ・マーセナリーズ・アディショナル・オーダーズ。
Multiplayer?
テンポなゲームプレイが楽しめる
Please?
ザ・マーセナリーズに追加ステージ、追加プレイヤブルキャラクターが参戦し、さらに重厚なプレイボリュームのゲームモードへと進化。
Wait, oh, you can play as
ハイ
Lady.
ゼンベルクといった
It's
Lady
really
Diaz.
decent.
Nice.
追加キャラクターがシリーズでも異彩を放つアク
Pretty
ション
sure
を
she's been
繰り広
available
げ
for a
ます。
while.
Oh, that's sick. I haven't played Mercenaries because it wasn't
追
multiplayer.
加 DLC ウィンターズエクスパンション。
I don't think they
So
plan to
weird.
make it
追加
multiplayer.
DLC のセットバイオハザードビ
I don't think 7 was either.
エディションは10月
It,
28日
Seven didn't have a
発売予定。
Mercenaries mode.
I thought it had something similar to it.
追加シナリオシャドウズ・オブ・ローズで使用できるローズの衣装、ストリート・ウルフ。
Well, when people asked for Mercenaries back, they wanted to play it, wanted to be like Resident Evil 5's Mercenaries, where you can play like with other people. And I think they missed the
バイオ
mark
ハザー
on
ドビ
that.
レッジが新しいプラットフォームにも登場します。
So I was very happy when they announced it, but then I was like, oh, single player?
遊べるようになります。
Yeah.
マックで
Apple.
遊べるバイオハザードビレッジが2022年発
Hey,
売。
it's like the fact they're making it work on like MacBook Pro is pretty good.
繊細なグラフィックをパワフルに表現することができました。MacBook だけでなく M1
I will say this.
M2 チップを搭載したすべての Mac でプレイ
The M series chips from Apple
対応機種は
are capable of really good things, are really powerful things.
私たちは
The problem
多くの
is
方々にバイオハザードシリーズ
because
を
Apple's so
楽しんでいただきたいと思っています
closed source,
そこ
it's
で
hard to get anything
今回
running on it
任天堂
without them
Yeah.
looking
クラウドバー
over
ジョン
it.
の配信が決定いたしました。
任天堂スイッチで発売予定のバイオハザードビ
fuck happened there?
任天堂スイッチで
Okay.
発売予定のバイオハザードビレッ
Okay,
ジ
so it wasn't just me.
バイオハザードビレッジがインターネットに接続しながら遊ぶクラウドバージョンで登場。今までビレッジのプレイ環境がなかったゲームファンも遊べるようになりました。発売日は2020
Yes, play this
10月
play this
28
game on your hybrid console, but only at home with an internet connection.
12月2日配信予定です。クラウドバージョンの動作を確認できる体験版も配信中です。
I'm not the only one who saw that stutter, right?
Yeah.
That was on. Okay. I was sure if that was just my end or
任天堂スイッチでの
not.
クラウドバージョンはバイオハザード7、バイオハザード RE、
Resident Evil 7 is already
バイオハザード
on
RE3 も
Switch.
配
I don't
信
know
予
why
定
they say they're developing one.
バイオハザード7のクラウドバージョンは
Is it?
無期限プレイ
It
ヤーと
is.
して
It's been out for a
予想より新た
while.
に登場です。
I mean, maybe they're just advertising it along with the other ones that are coming
Could
to
be.
it.
The other two haven't been. 7 has
Yeah.
been for a long time.
So yeah, I could see that being the case. Oh, VR, right?
PlayStation
こ
VR
こまでご
2.
紹介してきたバイオハザードビレッジですが、東京ゲームショウ2022カプコンブースにてプレイ
I
ス
don't
テー
know why
ション
Capcom's
VR2 版
making
の
these
プレイヤブル
exclusive
を
to different
出展中
VR
です。
platforms.
究極の
Like-
没入感が体感できますので、
the 4 VR port was only for Oculus, which to me again made no sense. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And now this is for PSVR 2. I can't even use the current headset that Bill has because it's the original PSVR.
Probably paid for exclusivity or some shit.
To be fair, they did the same thing with Resident Evil 7. It was PSVR exclusive. You couldn't play it on the other VR platforms. But it sucks because they're one of the few companies that does that. That makes it exclusive.
Yeah. Might be a contract or something they're locked into still.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. This is coming on PS4.
Yeah.
I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox Series console. So
Or do I?
they're doing a Resident Evil showcase. Okay.
Yeah, they're probably going to go over more of the remake.
Okay, that's the Resident Evil stuff they showed. More Exoprimal.
Yay. Then after that, I think it's Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, it's that or Mega Man. I hope it's not just Battle Network Collection. I hope they show something else. If it is, it's going to be very brief.
There's still puking out dinosaurs all over the planet.
But don't get me wrong, I'm very happy that Battle Network Collection is coming. It's something that I've wished for a long time, but like, it's the 35th anniversary. I'm hoping they come up with something better than that. Or again, they're just saving it.
I'm leaning towards saving it personally. Since
I'm
you've said they've done it in the past.
If they don't show any of it here, I'm hoping and praying they are saving it for a showcase in December. Because if they don't show anything, it's going to be pretty like one game to celebrate the anniversary, and it's a re-release. They don't usually do that.
Everyone's armed.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what'll happen next.
Isn't this exactly what we just watched?
1 minute they could be helping you.
At least the trailer.
Next minute they're shooting
Could
you
be.
in the back.
Yeah.
No, it's word for word the same trailer.
Do we want to skip through it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to keep fighting.
At least until they start talking about it.
It's trying to
I'll tell you where I ended up.
To middle.
Okay.
Full wrist articulation.
Hell,
Okay, I'm at 2450.
Okay.
You there?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
プライマルはカプコンが制作するオンライン専用のチーム対戦型マッシブアクションです。今ご覧いただいた映像に含まれる最新情報をもう少し詳しく紹介させていただきます。本作の舞台は西暦2040年。突如出現する恐竜の群れによって
The sad thing is that's not that far out.
Yeah, I know.
発生する世界でプレイヤーはアイビウス社に所属するエグゾスーツパイロットになることを決意します。
People born this year will be hitting 18 at that year.
人たちが乗るキャリアが
Yeah.
ビキター島周辺を紹介中に巨大なボルデックスに巻き込まれ島に不時着するところから物語が大きく動き始めます。
I bet that was intentional.
アイビウス社の AI リヴァイアさんによって繰り返されるウォーゲーム
Maybe.
時空を超えて現れる恐竜そしてエグゾファイター同士の戦闘
Depends entirely on how long the game's been in development for.
生き残りをかけて
that's fair.
リヴァイアさんの提示する幾多のミッションに挑むことになります。世界の謎に迫る物語はディノサバイバルを遊ぶことで徐々に解き明かされていきます。ここからは物語に深く関わる登場人物たちを紹介します。
Okay.
まずは主人公仲間たちからはエースという愛称で呼ばれています。
Oh, you can play as a guy or
プ
a
レイヤー
girl.
の
Cool.
分身でありキャラクターメイキングで外見をカスタマイズ可能です。
Ah, decent character build too.
主人公が所属する
Reminds me of the Monster Hunter
ハン
one.
マーヘッズのメンバーも見てみましょう。舞台のリーダー
Not
的
too
存
much,
在
not too
で
little.
一流のスーツ整備士ロレンツォ。クルーからはチーフと呼
I
ばれ
like
てい
how
ま
it
す。
looks.
続いては右腕
I find a lot of the ones that have
アルダーズ
like a medium amount of customization tend to have better graphics in terms of what the character models
最
can
後は
do.
エグゾファイター部隊に配置されるサポート役のアンドロイド。
While I love lots of customization, there's some games where when they give you too much, well now the game has to like make compromises for that.
Yeah. Also, can we just point out the name Sandy support Android Sandy?
Yeah. Friggin' Magnum.
果たして彼らはどのように関わってくるのでしょうか。そして今回の映像でも新たなエグゾスーツが登場しました。木木一文字という刀を武器に武者のような姿をした村雨。ロールはタンクです。混合勝破で全方位からの攻撃をガードしつつカウンターを繰り出して敵を排除します。カウンターを発動すると羅刹状態になり一時的に戦闘能力が強化されます。もう1体は魔法使いのように空を飛びエーテルダンスによる攻撃と回復を行うスカイウェーブ。ロールはサポートです。敵の視界を妨害するオプティクスジャマーは恐竜だけでなく敵チームのエグゾスーツに対しても有効です。重力で敵を吸い寄せたり範囲内の敵の動きを停止させたりと敵の妨害をすることでチームを助けます。さらにエグゾスーツに装着できるリグとして新たにブレードが登場しました。
Looks like it.
電磁手裏剣を投げヒットした敵を一時的に麻痺させ隙を作ることができます。
Shuriken that breaks shields, eh? Interesting.
I mean, it makes sense. Continuous DOT on the shield would rapidly wear it down. Assuming it's based on hit and not damage value. Silo.
から毒を吐きダメージを与えるだけでなくその毒によってフィールドの視界が悪くなり戦闘が困難になります。カルノタウルスは大きな体を持ちますが動きの素早い恐竜です。
Good old Carney.
強力な突進や突き上げでプレイヤーを
Glad
苦
I
し
got
めます。
coffee for this.
最後は体育や能力が異常化した恐竜の変異体
I'm not bored, chat. I've been up since like
圧倒的
8:30
な攻撃力を持つ
Yeah.
個体となって
on
いま
like
す。
3 hours of sleep.
エグゾスーツ、リグ、恐竜は
Okay, that's
この
really
他に
cool
も
looking.
存在しますので今後の発表をお待ちください。
I agree.
さてここからはエグゾスーツのカスタマイズについて説明させていただきます。
Okay, this is
ハン
the
マ
part
ーヘ
I'm
ッズのキャ
interested
リア
in.
にはハンガーが
Yeah.
Other than, you know,
そこで
it being
はスーツス
dinosaurs.
キンやウェポンスキン、
Yeah.
デカールやチャームなど
Okay, cosmetic.
見た目を変更するスーツカスタマイ
Okay.
ズ、
Oh, there's some actually interesting
エ
customization.
モートやスタンプをセ
Yeah.
ットできる
These skins look
コミュニケー
really
ション
cool.
フォーム、
Nah.
スーツの耐
I don't
久
care
力を
for
強化
emotes
した
and
り
shit.
武器のリロード速度を上げたり、
Ah,
さらに
actual.
はスーツごとのアクティブスキルの
Setup
性能を
birds.
変化させるモジュールなどといったさまざまなカスタマイズが可能です。
Reduces
カスタマイ
reload
ズ
and
に使用で
recharge
きる
time
ア
by
イテムやモジュー
50%.
ルは
That's really good.
ディノサバイバルをプレイして経験値を入手し、プレイヤーレベルやスーツレベルを
This is looking to be a fun
入
game.
手方法は様々ですが、ゲームを遊べば遊ぶほど手に入っていきます。例えばこのよう
Let
な
me
見
just
た
see
目
what
のス
I
ー
can't
ツや
remember what system
エモー
it's
トも
all
可能
on,
です。
but it could be
Yeah.
fun.
カスタマイズに使用できるアイテムやモジュールはとても
Like
多
if
く
they
の
get it
種
on
類を
PC
用
or
意しています
something.
ので自分好みのエグゾスーツを作る楽しさも体験いただけます。本作の発売は2023年とな
That
ります。
fist.
発売に向けて鋭意制作中
They
です。
haven't announced
楽しみに
platforms, it
お待
looks
ちくだ
like,
さ
but
い。
it's coming out next year, so.
We at least know it's on Xbox, considering Xbox just covered it.
Okay, Mega Man Battle Network
お次
Legacy
は
Collection.
ロックマンエグゼアドバンスドコレクションの最新情報をお届けします。今でも僕らはつながっている。今なお多くのファンに愛されているロックマンエグゼシリーズ。そのナンバリング
There's like a generation of people that this was their Mega Man, and that's why they made so many of these. Just like in the original one, they made 6 on the
ア
NES.
ドバンスドコレクション2023年発売。
Okay.
アドバンスドコレクションでの追加機能としてソフトな描画に切り替え可能な高画質化フィルターの搭載や
I don't like the
ギャラリー
filter.
モードには合計1000点以上のイラストと
Yeah, it doesn't.
188曲のゲーム内
It doesn't look
BGM を
as good,
楽しめる
honestly.
ミュージックプレイヤーを収録。
Okay.
さらに
Hey there, I'm Mega Man. I'll be your Navi while you play. Let's do this thing.
ペット画面を再現したタイトル選択画面では 3D のロックマンがボイス付きでナビゲートを担当。
Oh,
プレイ
that's
状況や
cute.
操作に応じて様々なリアクションが返ってきます。そして本作のディレクターを務めるあの江口名人よりコメントが届いております。
Okay.
バトルオペレーションセットイン。皆さんお久しぶりです。名人です。 TGS の舞台にロックマンエグゼが帰ってきました。ロックマンエグゼアドバンスドコレクションエグゼ6から数えて約17年、 こうして再び皆さんにエグゼ情報を発信できることをとても嬉しく思います。
It was that long since
アド
Battle
バンス
Network
ドコレク
6.
ション
Fuck.
発表からしばらく経ちますが、
17 years. Is this Battle Network
SNS や動
7?
画サイトでの盛り上がりを見て開発スタッフ一同とてもモチベーションが上
I
がって
said,
い
is
ま
this
す。
Battle Network
ところ
7?
で皆さんめっちゃ気になっていることありますよね。
I
Because you
wonder.
said it's been that long since Battle Network 6, so I'm asking, would this be 7 then?
安心してください。
No, they're probably just talking
今でも
about
僕
this
らは
being
つながってい
in
る。
the stuff in the
各シリー
collection.
ズオンラインでの通信対戦やチップトレードなどの通信機能を現在制作中です。今作でも皆さんをつなげていきますよ。
Oh, they're putting in the Game Boy Advance trading and battle features, but making it online play through. That's awesome.
今後発表される続報をお待ちください。それでは名人でした。
So they're even porting over the link table features, making it online. That's awesome.
本作では初代ロックマンエグゼからロックマンエグゼ
So
6
it comes with every version of 3, 4, 5, and 6, minus the DS version of 5.
コンテンツを2つに分けたボリューム1とボリューム2も
Oh, they're splitting it into 2 collections? Fuck.
商品の詳細や今後の続報については
Well, it's not surprising. They did the same thing for both Mega Man and X Legacy collections. Oh, not on Xbox.
PS4.
Really?
Yeah.
それでは
That was it for Mega Man.
最後のタイ
They
トル
showed like,
ストリー
oh,
トファイター
barely
6
anything.
の最新情報を
About 5
お届け
minutes.
します
I'm very interested in
no.
Street Fighter 6. I'll say that
It
much.
was 3 minutes of Mega Man.
3 minutes. And they said, oh, we're working on the online features. Cool. That's about it.
Pretty much.
I'm interested in Street Fighter 6 though, because they're doing something different with it. It seems like the story mode's more involved, especially since when 5 came out, the story mode was such an afterthought, it wasn't even available at launch. Like, you couldn't play arcade mode or anything when 5 came out.
Safety first, bud.
Ken, my boy.
He's so fucking big. Like, comically big.
Yeah, gotta say, you're photogenic.
I could be a cat girl fighter? Hell yeah.
You can call me Luke. We're just coach.
Agar State. Oh, wait, do you get to go through friggin' oh, the city from Final Fight? That'd be awesome. See, this looks interesting. I think that's cool. You can just get into street fights. Using the Yakuza approach, I guess, for Street Fighter.
Maybe.
But instead of getting into a beat-em-up fight, you get into a... Wait! Looks like there are beat-em-up stages. Okay, this... I'm a little more excited now.
Ryu looks so weird with the beard.
Dawson getting old. Dawson looks good with a beard, though.
I mean, he doesn't look bad. It just feels weird seeing him with one.
Step into the ring. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
They improved the fighting system. It looks a lot better. This would be
It's
interesting.
a lot smoother too.
Yeah. It feels like there's more frames of animation.
Yeah.
When they did Street Fighter 4 and 5, they kept it stiff so it felt more like 2. But then the people who played like 3 and Third Strike and stuff weren't as happy with it.
Yeah.
So this is cool. It seems like they're trying to merge the two styles.
Definitely feels more like this is gonna feel like a weird comparison. Like Mortal Kombat's kind of smoothness to it,
Kind of, yeah.
because they've always been really fluid with their movements and everything, just to get fatalities and everything looking so much better.
Oh my god, you can play Street Fighter 6 in Street Fighter 6? What?
Oh, a battle hub. Oh, so that's how you do PvP, I guess. By pretending you're playing the game on an old.
Yo, dog, we heard you like Street Fighter, so we put Street Fighter in Street Fighter, so you can play Street Fighter while you play Street Fighter.
Pretty much, yeah. But I actually kind of like it. That's a
Wait,
nifty way
final
of it.
fight? I saw the guy sitting down at a cabinet for final fight.
Street Fighter 6.
Well,
It
that's
looks
a really
a lot
creative way
better.
of showing 6. Because it's got both the Roman numeral 6 and the normal 6.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so they brought back the break of the thing. You know what? Like, it looks like they've made a ton of advancements for Street Fighter. Like, I liked 5, but I will even admit that 5 was kind of mid. I didn't play it for long, but this, like, I feel like I get a lot more time out of this. Oh my god, his arms move so grossly now. It's almost like it's almost like ew. I don't know how I feel about it. It's too smooth. Oh no. Tell us why.
次に熱血力士エドモンド・ホンダです。豪快な力技と突進力を武器に戦います。メトロシティに相撲とちゃんこ鍋を楽しめる店、相撲茶屋エドモンをオープンさせたようです。
Metro City, yeah, that's the city from Final Fight. So that's cool. They're letting you roam around Metro City.
続いて心優しい大自然の戦士ブランカも登場します。アマゾンでツアーガイドをしている彼も新たな衣装が用意されました。空中から襲いかかるエリアルローディングがついて
Man's got himself some overalls.
人形を使った技も用意されています。
He's not just wearing a cloth anymore.
どうした？来るんじゃないのか？
最後に竜のライバル剣が登場です。見た目に大きな変化がある剣ですが、どういったストーリーがあるのでしょうか。
Abigail and Poison in the background. Oh, the fucking boss from the first level of Final Fight in the back.
バリエーション豊かな陣雷脚や飛び上がって鋭い蹴りを放つ劉備脚等新たな必殺技も習得し
They seem to be giving Ken more of a kick style, continuing from like 5.
ストリートファイター6では新しいキャラクターやシリーズおなじみのキャラクターにもたくさんの新しい遊びの要素を盛り込んでいます。ぜひご期待ください。続いて映像の中でちょっと気になるバトルの場面があったかと思います。これはエクストリームバトルという新たな対戦コンテンツです。勝敗を決めるルールと対戦中に登場するギミックを組み合わせて戦うことができます。
Interesting.
先に相手を5回ダウンさせるルールに攻撃を当てるとバウンドする爆弾のギミックを選択して戦うなどですね。ユニークなルールでの対戦となりますので、いつもとは違った体験ができるかと思います。この他にもファイティンググラウンドには様々なモードを用意してあります。お楽しみに。次は自動実況機能に関する新情報です。今回日本語実況にこの方たちに参戦いただきました。映像をご覧ください。
実況キャスターの平岩です。よろしくお願いします。なんと開幕ドライブインパクトが噛み合いました。技を振らせて見事なパニッシュカウンター。オーバードライブアーツで火力を上げていきます。バーンアウト状態、ドライブはできない。ここは後ろに下がって指で逆。
You get an esports commentator and treat it like it's a real fight. It's funny.
That's cute. I like it.
What?
人間界の決闘というものを見せてもらおう。
They got a hit. No shit.
実況者に e スポーツキャスターとして知られる平岩康介さんに参戦いただきました。
They're announcing commentators, but not any more new characters, except for the ones they showed, I guess. I thought they were going to do a fake out and do a character drop.
Before you can also play as the commentators.
Oh, you can?
I said in before.
Oh.
Oh, they've actually got a fair few selection for commentators. Nice. That's really cool.
They got some North American ones too, which is nice. I want Maximilian to be a commentator.
That'd be fucking great.
He needs to be a commentator in this game.
Max really needs to be in here. Yeah.
He loves Street Fighter. I could see him like having the best like things because he's commentated it before. I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. Yeah.
Capcom, Max, do it. Maximilian.
He's big enough that it's not even out too far out there too.
He's worked with them before on stuff.
Yeah.
So. Oh, see, that's neat. I like that kind of customization.
Yeah. That's...
Oh man, you can be dad bod buff. You can be dad buff. Hell yeah.
I like that you can affect the toning too.
I am gonna make me. I'm gonna make me a cat girl with stellar abs.
I'd expect no less.
I will make the Street Fighter version of me that I can lust over.
さまざまなロケーションで即座にバトルが可能となり、戦いを見ようとギャラリーマーズ
Booth Lord? Maximilian dude.
Good old Maxi.
He does a lot of fighting game videos.
He also streams on Twitch.
He's also participates in a lot of tournaments.
He's also fairly well known currently for his Final Fantasy VII Remake videos.
One of my favorite videos,
and his theory crafting for the series.
One of my favorite videos I've ever seen Max in was his fucking comeback in Dragon Ball Fighters.
I think mine from him was his series playing Bloodborne, because he did a full lore story or playthrough.
I like seeing his reactions to new fighting games and stuff. So
that too, yeah, because I actually have it open on a tab for all the new stuff that's been announced.
I want to see his. I want to watch a video of him for his reaction to the new stuff in this because he always gives a lot of insider competitive stuff that I don't think about. And it's like, oh right, I did miss that.
He does have already has a video out for his reaction to the trailer, so
yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah, 33 minutes, nice. He also got Tekken 8 as well.
Oh, so they actually include these games. Okay, that's great. Magic Sword's in it. Shit. That's cool. They include those. Especially since they're re-releasing them already.
空間は皆さんが毎日訪れたくなるような場所として開発を進めております。楽しみにしていてください。最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Okay. Oh God. Are they turning this into a Beat Riders?
Might be.
Is this going to be a Dance Team Turf War?
That'd be really cool.
That's what Kamen Rider Gaim's about.
October 7th, so something else completely. No, closed beta test.
Ooh.
お待たせいたしました。ストリートファイター6
I don't have.
Oh, it's crossplay. It's Steam, so you could do that.
Yeah, I guess I could do it on
本日
Steam.
紹介したバトルハブを体験することができます。
You gonna try and get in?
参加人数に限り
I'm
がござい
gonna.
ます
I'll try.
ぜひスケジュールやお申し込みの詳細を
I'm probably not. I'm super rusty, so I'm probably not going to be any good. But
I'm definitely looking forward on Max's videos on because I doubt he won't get in.
Oh, he's definitely going to get
最新
in.
情報を公開予定です。さらに日本時間
So that'll be really interesting
9
to
月
see.
16日金曜日24時より特別番組ストリートファイター6スペシャルプログラム
Oh, they're doing another one.
ここでは語り
So
きれ
like
なかったより詳しい情報をお伝
tomorrow,
えしますの
they're
で
doing another
お見逃しな
event.
く
Oh, right. It's part of TGS. What am I talking about?
よろしくお願いいたします。
最新情報いかがでしたでしょうか。ここ
Eh.
からはカプコンの各種情報をお届けするコーナ
Oh
ー
yeah, that's basically it.
Eh.
の情報です
It's got looks like it's got some esports stuff, but that's about it.
Do we want to watch the esports stuff? Probably not.
I don't care.
I don't care either.
51, 55 technically. So it's just 3 minutes of esports.
51, 50. They're talking about Resident Evil and esports? Hold on.
Well, no, there's a little bit of esports, and it's just like a sizzle reel of everything.
Okay. Wait. There's something at the end. Resident Evil related. Hold on. Oh, they announced when the DLC and stuff's coming out. Oh, no, yeah, it's just part of a sizzle reel, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow, the cloud versions of Resident Evil's 2 and 3 aren't coming until 2020. Oh, I thought it was 2024 for a second. No, 2022. I don't understand. Resident Evil 7's out. Yes, it's on Switch. They're cloud versions. So
I'd be impressed if a Switch could run this, especially at this point, considering it's been out for what 5-6 years now.
yeah, so I think it's pretty safe to say, like, I've seen what I want to, what I was going to see from that. I mean, it's disappointing that Mega Man got 3 minutes.
Yeah. Not surprising,
Capcom-
but disappointing.
Capcom's Golden Boy can't even get like 5 minutes.
I mean, I feel like if anything, Monster Hunter is kind of moving into that golden child position.
Well, it pretty much is, because after World, like, it became one of their best sellers.
Yeah,
Old gamer yells at old gamer yell at cloud games. God damn it, Blondie.
You know what?
So
I like that one, Blondie.
So they have to be saving something for December. Then they must be like, just like, because like Street Fighter 6 obviously is the focus for Street Fighter's anniversary, which is the same year as Mega Man's. And they're putting a lot of it in here because Street Fighter's anniversary, I think, is sooner than Mega Man's. I think the original Street Fighter came out months before Mega Man 1 did, so I can see why they're putting so much in the Street Fighter 6, because it's going to be a big game and it looks really interesting. So they have to be saving something. Like Battle Network Legacy Collection can't be the only thing they're putting out for Mega Man. Like, that can't be it. There's got to be something else that they're doing.
Yeah, first Street Fighter released August 12th, whereas Mega Man was December 17th.
Yeah. And so Street Fighter, like, look at how complicated the Street Fighter game is. They need more time to talk about it and stuff. So if they announce like a new Mega Man game, like a platformer or something, they're not going to need, like, they don't have to spend hours talking about mechanics and stuff. They can literally just be like,
it'd be like
a platformer.
15-20 minute video, basically.
So Here's what I'll say. In 2017, when they did the anniversary showcase, the big reveal was that Mega Man 11 was coming out in 2018. That was their big thing, and they didn't need a ton of time to show anything about it. They basically showed a trailer, and then shortly after that, they released the demo, which did really well, and then the game came out at the start of 2018. So here's my guess. They're going to do some anniversary event like they did for 2017 in December. And at the very end of that, they're going to announce some kind of new game or something. At least that's my hope, because I don't know, it's ever since 11, like Mega Man 11, it's been pretty silent on new games. Like, I guess you could say Rockman X Dive, but that's a mobile game. Yeah, it's on Steam now, but it's still a mobile gacha game, so I don't count that. And I don't think Capcom probably counts that either. You could also say like the Zero ZX Legacy Collection, okay, but it's another collection of games, just like the Battle Network one is. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy with all these re-releases, because a lot of these games need updates, especially the Mega Man Zero games, because those games are way too hard if it's your first time playing it. Except for 4. They didn't start figuring out the difficulty of those games till the last one. So I'm not jaded. I know where things are going, but it just feels like they included Mega Man on the billing and they gave it 3 minutes. It feels like that was just the teaser to what's going to come, because there's no way they're not going to show anything in December. Like, there's no way. They haven't announced they're showing anything, but they didn't last time they did it either. So who knows? Or maybe they're just too busy and nothing else Mega Man related coming out. I mean, I'd be disappointed, but I get it. But I mean, sure, Mega Man's not a best, like a top seller for them, but it has sold. The 11 sold 2 million units, which is not nothing, but also not comparative to like the probably 100 million units that Monster Hunter sold for them. So I have this feeling, though, that they don't want to let Yeah, no, exactly. They don't want to let an early aughts, or not aughts, an early 2010s situation with Mega Man happen again, where they just had a bunch of games get canceled. Like, they put, like, unless you were there and a fan, like, it's hard to really explain. They canceled 4 games and then farted out a really bad mobile game and and wondered why people were so upset with them. Especially since one of them was one of the most high-profile Mega Man games in a while, Mega Man Legends 3, which to this day, they still haven't even released the prototype version, which people were ready to buy. Like, my friend Chikato, went out and bought a 3DS, like an original 3DS, when they were over $300 for Mega Man Legends 3. Like, that's how long we've been following this shit. Like, this shit's been. So I think Capcom has learned their lesson. I don't think they're gonna just be like, sorry, just a legacy collection. But if that's all, I'm still not gonna be surprised either, I guess. But anyways, I'm spending more time talking about it than the 3 minutes they showed of the Battle Network Legacy Collection. I'm also not surprised that it's split into 2 volumes, because I did that for the last 2, and they are including technically both versions of games 3 through 6, except for the DS version of 5, which is basically both versions anyways, with a little bit of extra content. And maybe they will include that extra content somehow as unlockable or something. Just like with the Mega Man Legacy Collection and the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, I'm still upset that they're not including the spinoffs. Like, they could very easily, very, very easily on one of those collections slap Battleship Challenge, or Network Transmission. Though Network Transmission is a GameCube game, so I realize it's going to be a little bigger than a GBA game. But what about the WonderSwan games that we never got, or that were from Mega Man Battle Network series? Those would have been an easy put on there. I think what I've learned is the Cowabunga collection and the other Konami collections are ones that I like think they're doing a lot more right, because the Cowabunga collection includes like every version of some of these games, like the NES version of the arcade game, the original arcade game, the Super Nintendo version of Turtles in Time, the original arcade version of that, the 3 Game Boy games. So I hate to say it, but Konami's doing a better job with their collections of older games.
That feels really weird to fucking say.
Because, and I'm not a big Konami fanboy. I am definitely a Capcom fanboy, because Mega Man, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, a lot of the stuff that I likes from them. And Street Fighter. And so it's pretty interesting that the company that's really not pushing new games is doing really well by their collections. Like, I think Capcom needs to take notes on that. Like the Game Boy Turtles games, I don't think anybody expected those to be on the Cowabunga collection. 3 different versions of TMNT Tournament Fighter, I don't think anybody expected that either. Of course, if they only put like one version, like the SNES version, people who grew up with the Genesis or the NES version would be like, "Oh, you didn't include my version," you know what I mean? So maybe they felt obligated, but
I feel like any of the people who played the old versions would have been happy with just getting some recognition.
I mean, Blondie, you're right. It is pretty much all they do these days. That and fart out terrible sequels to their games, except for maybe Super Bomberman R, but Super Bomberman R is kind of mid, to be honest. After playing it recently. So Konami has a lot less going on for their game development, so maybe that's why, they're thinking of how much more they can milk out of their games. But like, I think just like, it almost feels like Capcom doesn't include any of the side content in their Mega Man Legacy collections, because I think people would get confused. They're like, where's this fit into the timeline? Something like Mega Man and Base takes place right after Mega Man 8. And they could have easily included that on Mega Man Legacy Collection too, but they didn't. The handheld Mega Man games, the Game Boy ones, 1 through 5. Mega Man 5 for Game Boy is like one of the best games in the entire franchise. They could easily put that in a collection and then put the Game Gear game in there or something. Maybe they are going to do that. I don't know. Like, I've learned that if game companies can resell their games, they'll do it. I mean, look at Nintendo. How many times have they resold their Mario games? A lot.
I mean, I feel like the perfect example is fucking Bethesda.
We just saw in the Xbox thing another re-release of Skyrim. Like, Skyrim has been released more times than I think most games have ever been released. So
ever.
Yeah. Yeah, Mega Man Extreme and Extreme 2, yeah, those games are good too. So I don't know. Maybe Capcom is like, they don't want to put too much into these collections to try to maximize and see like, oh, well, if people will buy this collection, maybe we'll make a spin-offs collection or something. Who knows? That'd be awesome. I'd like that, but I don't know. Anyways, now that I've spent a good 10-15 minutes talking about the 3 minutes of Mega Man coverage, just real quick, Street Fighter 6 looks awesome. I wasn't super into it when I first saw it. I was interested, but now I'm interested. Now I'm in. I want to play 6. The more I see of Exoprimal, the more I'm into it. Like, it's low on the list of things from Capcom that I want, and yeah, it's not Dino Crisis. I wish it was, but it's not. But I like the idea of it, and the more they show, the more I'm into it. So
I mean, at least it's new and not just a sequel to an older game.
I
or a
mean,
remake.
that's fair. You're 100% right. It's
I mean, we were just talking about them re-releasing games.
But Dino Crisis 3, Capcom, Dino Crisis 3, a Dino Crisis collection. They'll have like 2 games and then some of the Gun Survivor games on it.
Are you asking for a Dino Crisis 3, or are you asking for Dino Crisis 3 remake?
There's no Dino Crisis. A Dino Crisis remake.
There
Actually,
is. There's a Dino Crisis 3. It was released June 26th.
Oh, there is a 3. Sorry.
Yes,
4.
that's why
Whatever
I was
whatever the newest one is. I don't know that much about Dino Crisis. I'd like a remake of the first one. That'd be cool because I played it not too long ago and it's definitely weird. Dino Crisis Collection would just be one. Yeah, I know, Blondie. I know. A remake. Well, use that fancy RE engine. Make a remake of 1 because if you could make a remake of Dino Crisis 1 and make it as slick as like Resident Evil 2 or 3 remake, like there you go. Just replace the zombies with dinosaurs. There you go.
And like considering how far games advance, you could actually make it really tense too, which would be
exactly
nice.
like
treat it like actual dinosaurs are hunting you.
Yeah, because they are technically survival horror games, just like Resident Evil. So there's no reason why they couldn't do it. Let's see, what else did they show? They showed the Monster Hunter stuff is great. I'm excited for that. Just a reminder, everybody in the chat, wink, wink. Monster Hunter Rise is half off on Switch right now. Wink, wink. I think it actually might be cheaper. Sunbreak is also half off, I'm pretty sure. I can't wink any harder. So, if anybody wants to play with me and doesn't have it, prime opportunity while the game's on sale. But no, the content that they've added is interesting. But the corn weapon is going to be the thing that sticks out in my head because it's fucking corn.
And because of Sky.
It's Sky's fault. If the corn doesn't convince Sky to play Monster Hunter with me, I don't know what else will.
You need to make it gayer.
Monster Hunter's... you can make Monster Hunter as gay as you want. Have you seen the character creation? Yes. I was a bearded lady in Monster Hunter World.
Well, no, I'm saying more so you need to use that as a means to attract her to it.
I just wish I didn't have to do that. I wish it would be like, it's cool. You should like it. This thing is really cool. And then I just gotta, But I'm like, but if I include, it's a little gay. Then it's like, now I'm interested. Just wish it wasn't that way. I'm calling you out, Sky. I'm calling you out. Anyways. Do you have any other thoughts on anything else that was shown? Because I've pretty much said my piece.
Not really. I'm excited for more Monster Hunter, but that's about it.
Monster Hunter, Resident Evil looks good. Does this make you want to play Rise?
No more than I wanted to before. Which, considering I don't own the game, I feel it answers itself.
We should totally get it on Switch while it's on sale. I'm not pressuring you. I'm just saying. Play the gay bait like Meat for Monsters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on, let me put this tinged gay right here. Oh no, don't touch that. You'll get paralyzed.
Paralyzed by the gay.
By the gay? Fucking Christ. Okay. Okay, I know you're a big fan of... I know you're a big fan of Jurassic Park, and I assume dinosaurs in general. Do I have that right?
Correct.
What do you think of Exoprime? Primal, sorry. Exoprimal.
It's intriguing me. I feel like I need to see actual gameplay instead of the manufactured stuff they're showing us to actually form an opinion fully.
I just want to know what platforms it's going to be on, because we don't know what's going to be on yet.
I mean, we know Xbox since Xbox just did a show.
We know Xbox for sure, but which Xbox? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Let's see if it's actually been announced that they just didn't show it.
Like, obviously, if it's on PC, we can all play it together on PC. But if it's on Xbox, it might come to Game Pass, and then I can play it on my Xbox One and you could play it on PC if we wanted to play it together, kind of thing.
PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Steam.
Oh, okay, so it's on everything except Switch.
Yeah.
So,
which isn't a surprise.
Incoming cloud version in 2024.
I mean, I imagine when they initially showed it, they showed what systems it's on, and they just didn't for these.
They just didn't remind us what they were on, I guess. Okay.
Considering it's on everything, yeah, I can kind of see that.
Everything but the Switch. Speaking of the Switch, obviously the cloud versions of Resident Evil. I'm really excited for the DLC for 8. I'm gonna have to. I still haven't played through the DLC of 2 or 7, so I gotta play those first. I have them. I just haven't played through them yet. So maybe I'll stream those. I just want to know what the
story for the DLC is gonna be.
Well, I mean, obviously it's gonna focus on Rose, and it's gonna be 16 years later.
Yeah, I just want to know why she decided to go back. Like, what's the driving force of returning to that place of all things?
Did you watch me play through 8?
I did not, but I have seen multiple playthroughs of 8.
Mm-hmm. So you know, like, how it ends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of
maybe
vague.
She's returning for because Ethan's there, technically? Is that
maybe? Ooh, maybe, I don't know.
One thing that was thinking in my mind is it'd be really fucked up if they made her fight her father.
Ooh. Like Ethan's a boss? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, like, don't do that to me.
Because if it's showing the monsters are still showing up somehow, which is another thing that doesn't make sense considering they kind of killed the source.
But the molded look different. If they're molded.
Yes, which is another thing I'm curious about. Like, why do they look different? What's causing the mutation from the original mold?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and if there's a mutation, who's to say they can't do whatever it is? And she has to fight a corrupted Ethan or something. Like, he doesn't remember anything or whatever. But I could see that. Like, the last bit of humanity shining through after she beats him, and he stops himself from killing her or something. Ooh,
that's like. And also, let's not forget that she has. Like, they showed off that she has power. She can freeze them and stuff.
Yeah.
And
powers. We saw one.
Yeah. And I don't know if they said this for sure, but it felt like they said that in the DLC everything's a one-hit kill. Which, if that's fair, if that's what it is, it's fair to give her powers or whatever. I would hope that's not the case, because that's going to make it really difficult for people who aren't used to it, to Resident Evil. Though I would think if you're playing the DLC for 8, you're used to Resident Evil.
I think it's basically their way of hinting at you're going to be very fragile. Maybe not everything's necessarily a one-hit kill, but you have to play it carefully.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't just bum rush and have a bunch of like healing stuff. Because I mean, with Resident Evil 7 and 8, I will say, even when I was like low or had no healing items, there are ways to get around situations. You can run from enemies. You can, use your excess of ammo, stuff like that.
And it's also going to be interesting to see if she gets other weapons or if she's stuck with a pistol and has to rely on her powers.
And I don't mean to keep bringing this up, but like when I watched Swoon play Resident Evil 2 Remake, she did when she saw the lickers, for example, because they don't tell you how to approach lickers, she shot them. And I'm like, and I was trying in my chat to be like, don't run, walk. They won't see you. But it was too late. She had already started shooting them, which is fine. You can kill the lickers, but it wastes a lot of ammo to kill those things when you can just avoid them. So it's one of those things.
They at least stay dead? They don't respawn like the others?
No, they don't respawn. They're dead.
Okay.
So, the started blast. Yeah. So, but like I had prior knowledge of Resident Evil, I knew not to run in the presence of lickers. Also, CJ, when I did the Let's Play of 2 Remake so long ago, he reminded me. He's like, "Don't run, walk down." This
there
hallway.
there is a use to fighting them. It's also a waste of ammo, so you have to make sure it's something you really want to do.
Now, of course, later in the game, you are forced to sort of fight them. So, and that's fine, but like, at the start of the game, you want to conserve ammo as much as you can, especially when you're still in the precinct. because there's a section where you are very much, as a section of the precinct where if you squandered your ammo, you are very much screwed. And you have to try to dodge everything. So anyways, this all rolls back to me saying the Resident Evil 8 DLC, if they're going to do one-hit kills for practically everything, it's going to be hard. But I would think that most people playing the DLC played the main game. So,
I mean, if there's one thing I feel like Resident Evil is generally good at, especially with their latest games, is they're good at making things hard but fair.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Resident Evil 2 Remake is one of my favorites, and that's practically because like it feels fair the entire game. It never feels like when I die, I fucked up, not the game's fault. Whereas some of the older Resident Evils really
it doesn't feel like bullshit when something happens to you.
Like really punish you for using up your ammo and your healing supplies, or even just saving too much. Like I mean, and they did add the ability that if you want, you can go back to using the the strips for saving, which fuck that. but like those games would punish you for not conserving things. And I like that in 2 it scales it. So if they knew new people would be playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, and so they made it so that, it's not going to hand you ammo and healing items. But if you survive enough, it's a little reward they might give you to be like, here, you survived a little bit. Here's an herb. Here's a pack of bullets, stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, I don't see if they did make everything a one-hit kill. Yeah, it's going to be really hard if you try to
fight everything,
try to bum rush everything. But as long as you don't, don't go crazy or whatever with it, you'll be fine. Also, it looks like, I don't want to jump the gun, but it looks like it's going to be more like 7 or 2 and 3 Remake, because I don't see the shop, though I could have just missed it.
I mean, they might have showed it in previous really trailers or whatever.
Because 8,
I don't know why, but I feel like he's in it. He looks really different though.
Who, Ethan?
No, the shopkeeper.
Oh, the shopkeeper? It could be. Because like 8 played a lot like 8 had a lot of mechanics from other games in the series, like 4, where they had the shop and you could get up by upgrades and stuff. So, it seems like the DLC is not super long, so maybe there's no point to having in that. But if it is, maybe it plays the exact same game mechanics as 8 does.
Hold on.
So
I found a picture. I'll just shoot it to you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
This is kind of a long recap, everybody, but there's a lot to talk about because Capcom showed quite a bit of stuff that I was interested in. Oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is he helpful or is he an enemy? That's the thing. It doesn't really display that. So who knows? Really, at the end of things. But I don't have anything else to say. Is there anything else you want to comment on?
Not really. Did we want to do any of the other ones you mentioned, or do we want to go?
I'm still game to go if you are.
What were the other 2?
RGG Summit and Gamera Games.
I'm down for RGG. I want to see if they do more for Ishin.
Yeah, I'd like to see more, especially with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've watched what we've wanted to from Tokyo Game Show. So we're gonna switch over to the RGG Summit, and I'll give you a link here.
Okay. We want to do a brief intermission, bathroom breaks, all that stuff?
Yeah, if everybody wants to, if you want to do that, yeah.
For 2 hours now.
I probably should.
Need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I probably. You know what? I'm feeling it too. So, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to do the RGG Summit. Which is the Yakuza developers. So
that's an hour, right?
It's just over an hour, but it starts at the 10-minute mark, so it's about just under an hour.
Sounds good.
Okay, see you guys in a little bit.
Indeed.
I'll be right back as well.
Mm-hmm.